Wait a minute. I do not like that. Okay. Mm. Oh well. Go ahead. How y'all doing? Mm. It totally just booted me out of the website. How much? How many times that's gonna happen? Anyway, put my apple down. My baby gave me a note. Good appetite. Hey. Aw. My daughter gave me a note. She just came in here while I was doing the last live and she said, "Here, I gave you a note. Did you read it?" I'm like, so I finally get to sit down. Hey, mom, I love you. Oh, baby cakes. Y'all, I got something in my daggone tooth. Man, don't judge me. My bad. I had some stuff in my teeth. The apple. Okay. Better. It was like, ugh. It just felt weird. Had stuff in between your teeth. Mm-mm. Somebody, a lot of people be picking at my teeth. I'm like, bitch, but I don't have cavities and none of that. I think you need to go fix that. Like, I can just straight up roast you if I wanted to, but I ain't gonna do it. Half of y'all don't even brush y'all goddamn teeth. You want to kiss somebody. You want someone to love you. Go brush your shit. Mm-mm. At least you want some gum, you dirty motherfucker. I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. All right. Q and A's. First come, first serve. Ain't even gonna lie. I'm doing fine. How are you? Ooh, Lord. Some people just play I Spy. I'm like, I'm definitely not worried about it. Oh, that's good. That's good. I would too. All that bullshit you did. Somebody, why you mouthing with your mouth? That shit. Let me quit. Okie dokie. I'm gonna let the ear check. Yes, that's a knife. I'll be having mangoes and stuff. So I'll be having the need of the knife with my Leo lighter. The fire. So I'm gonna be up here as long as I can. You know, I gotta finish reading this part in the Bible I started. I ain't get a chance to finish it. It's interesting. Okay. You ever read something, you be like, oh Lord. But I wasn't trying to like make it fit what I was thinking. I'm like, let me do some research. I don't mind talking to priests and priestesses when it comes to the word. Like the real ones. Like you ain't gonna bullshit with me. I need the real ones. Then I'm tired of you fake. Or you mad because what I thought. Just in case I might have a question. I got a big lip. This one guy, he said, I like your lip. I'm like, Lord. You know what? I have a problem with it's always my damn lip. I'm like, whoa, so nothing else, just the lip. Alright. So you can't have my lip just in case. Like somebody just silly, which is. So whenever y'all get ready, you can ask a question. I'm not gonna rush you, but I'm just saying. I do not know what this is. 536A, dark wine. I like the pad. I don't like the just throw it up there. Some of y'all do that 'cause you got that weed smoking lip. I ain't gonna lie, you do. Don't worry, honey. I used to smoke too, but I stopped. Very much. Very much. Somebody I don't know who need to hear save your money. I'm gonna tell you again. They got bullshit planned in the back. Weirdos. Being mad it don't work out. Like I don't understand it. Does it still be possible to me to get back with my twin flame? It ended really bad. Sure, you can pay explain. Okay, so that's our first question. Let's see. When you well, take your time, know you typing. So I'm gonna make sure I put your name here. You're the first question. Oh, you slept with her cuz? Oh, ugh. Wait a minute. I'm a mind in this. Let me make this is about you. This is about you. So first off, if you want to know, I wasn't myself. They did it black. They did memories on me. I understood what happened some weeks later. Oh, okay. So is it possible to be back with your twin? Let's see. Possible to be back with twin. And then the second part slept with cousin. And then black magic was performed. Okay. Black magic was done. What were they both doing it? Is how you feel, or about the black magic thing? Was they both doing it? Do you know who was specifically doing it? Is it still vague? You're not sure? Cause that could be the blind side. So I'm gonna put blind side right here. Something about Ferdinand the Bull. Oh, you must be very sweet. You just got into a situation. Um, Someone want me to do everything to make her hate me. Wow. So trying to your twin hate you. Let me make sure I read it right. Someone want me to do everything to make her. They want you to do the dirty work. Okay, so dirty work. I'm gonna put dirty work. You do it. They want you to do it. And you didn't know till weeks later after incident. Okay, so after it said, then you later figured it out. Her friends, her family, her ex. Okay, her family, ex, and friends. Ooh, Lord, the friends. I'm trying to tell you. I also know which in my family. Okay, cast me with her karmic daughter. Got it. Yeah, I'm very familiar with that one, unfortunately. And it's sad, like people be lying. So you got a family with karmic daughter helps with casting love spell. So this like kind of triggered you having certain, I would say, from experience, this the family witch thing and the karmic daughter and casting love spell. This is what triggered you into certain fetishes. You know what I'm saying? It triggered you to have certain fetishes. Because, that's kind of like incest. So, you know how people be saying people and families do incest, ancestry, incest, insects. So, this is like metaphorically speaking about how people do things, attacking, and it kind of attacks the other person, the family member that they're trying to see. This the thing. I'm gonna have to break this one down here. I'm gonna leave some space. Let me go back to. I live in helping people always do that kind of stuff. Yeah, I got you. And why does that sound familiar? Um. Okay, let me break. Okay, before we get started, I want to break down this. Let me go somewhere in the Bible. I want to break down this family situation because that's where it started. That is exactly where it started. So I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm right where I need to be. Ironically, it's Ezra chapter 2. We're gonna go read 62 and then 69. 6 9, flip it, switch it, and the whole people doing the symbols. I'm not gonna do it, but you know. Um, 62 of Ezra chapter 2 says, these sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy, but they were not found. Therefore were they as polluted, but from the priesthood. So, a family member. You know how people do their genealogy. Searching to see who um, they're related to. So the first form of black magic, they call it on. Like, there's a difference between evil black magic and black magic that's like you was just trying to see the hidden information or what was concealed, kind of like sealed documents and whatever. So they obviously know about their family heritage, genealogy, genie bottle. So the genie and wishes and doing invocation of different kinds of forms of quote unquote magic. Also manipulation. Some people will say practicality is still a form of magic. People want to say that's not evil, but you can still do evil with it because it says these sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy. You might not know where to find something, and somebody says, "Hey, try here if you're looking for this and this," and they're like, "Oh, okay." So they go over there, right? But they were not found. The thus of the people burning buildings down with documents in it, thus of people concealing documents so it's not heard for certain amounts of certain particular family members. You will have to seek and find, those things. Seek and find the kingdom of God. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all the righteousness shall be added unto you. The righteousness is a form of what's right and what's wrong. And it's a confusion in the world about the difference between black magic that's performed and black magic that's performed, but the kind that's good and the kind that's evil, harmless things. Because I ain't gonna lie, I do what they call black magic, but I know when to do white magic. And this is also me being practical, getting certain documents, knowing when to file it, maybe knowing who to talk to when I need something actually done in a, it's legible, someone can find it. Because a lot of people do things and you can't find it. And this is a form of people and their gifts and protection too, not necessarily bad. So, but on their journey, they might have got triggered, frustrated, something like that. Yes, the mom that we want all my family to be because we have a big house. That's usually what it is. They find out certain people are entitled to this and the rest are not. It's I found some documents myself that made me like, oh, so this is just for them, not the rest of the family. Like, I've seen it myself, and me personally, I was like, well, that's not right. So you get accused. People of practicality, they get accused of finding out things. Like, an attorney will go and work on the behalf of the client, and they will do things that they can't do. Okay, the client has minimal access to things, as the attorney would have multiple access and knows people, knows things. But even then, it can be hard for the attorney. So just trying to use those things as a way to explain, as we're speaking about it. So on their journey, they might have gotten frustrated and they should have asked for help, perhaps. Usually, some people take their frustration out on different things for some reason. The frustration that's on them. That has nothing to do with you or even their daughter. Because I don't even think they told their daughter certain things. Kind of like ignorance is bliss, the innocence of a child, the child's faith, you know, ranging into the person leading them, and then the child think that what they're showing them is correct. So this whole children lack, children will be wise, the youth will be wise, but they'll have this lacking of faith. It's usually because they find out they were lied to or something like that. So 9 times out of 10, the karmic daughter probably will figure that out later. I hope that that's not their case, protecting their space here, but just, saying. If she stole some photos of me on Facebook to do it, yeah, people will do that. They'll do the picture thing. Because, conjuring of spells and things is real. They had to perform exorcisms and whatever on people that had and spirit of infirmity inside of them. That you can find that in Luke verses chapter 13. So it depends on your intention behind exactly. Because you might be trying to figure out something, but people practical matters, they won't be able to do that. Not that they don't want to. 'Cause I'm pretty sure they're in the know. They just don't say anything. Or they might be. It depends on if they're the red pill, blue pill person. Let's say that. Um, and they might not want to tell you nothing because of what they're in. That doesn't mean you don't have the right to do what you do, but you definitely have to have that. Ancestral work is so important. This is why knowing your ancestors, them petitioning on your behalf, stopping someone else because of their projection, because they know everything, they're they're dead. So a lot of people feel like that's why, oh, you worship other gods. No, they were living people. This is why the Day of the Dead is celebrated. And a lot of people feel like we don't celebrate that, but you want them to go out on Halloween and have costumes and asking for candy, dressing up as different kind of people instead of being themselves and just asking for the candy. Some people probably actually was themselves for Halloween and asked for candy, but it just goes back to you can't say this without mentioning that because you still sound incompetent. Those are those people who watch you and want to learn how to fight you, and they still can't because they're incompetent. Every time the mother came to the home, trouble started. Water lead, rat, invasion. Some of my brothers fell sick, and any doctors could find what happened to them. Okay, hot sugar boy, oh, that's mean woman who made me feel bad for no reason. Couldn't handle the light and got paranoid. I forgive you. Okay. One day I fell on drugs. I couldn't stop. I used to smoke weed. I became aggressive. I went to see a specialist. Each time I stopped, I went back. One day I brought a bottle again, witchcraft, and even went back. So the spirit of withdrawal is a strong thing. It's usually the Capricorn Cancer part. And I never said I was perfect. Whoever was it, Sugar Boy? Some of y'all gonna have tough skin out here. So anyway, uh, mm, it just sounds like whatever. Okay, let's go here. Let's back up and go to the place of I'm gonna use blue ink for this. Okay, so before we get to your spread here, okay, so the first thing it sounds like the very first thing, like out of everything, family, something about a family member that you are saying is a potential witch or is one or whatnot, or they was doing certain things, not that I'm trying to say it's bad, but we're gonna see about it. It looks like it just caused an effect. Something about the cause and effect of your situation. When we're doing certain things, it's important to tell other family members. Now, looking up family history is nothing wrong with it, but when you have to go ask a family member, that's probably what invoked the spark. I don't know if they actually went to ask. They have to know their genealogy. That is first. So perhaps doing certain work also because of stuck in the stuck situations, not knowing where to turn to and go, they might have had to result in what they thought was okay. But once you do these things, um, what is some? Let's see. When you do these things, technology comes into play. So they were probably subjected to, we got the word registry here. So something about a registration. They were probably subjected to, where's the, okay, I'm on the right spot. They were probably subjected to pixel energy. It's something about pixies, fairy dust. Where is it at? Okay, here it is. And then it says something about pixel, something about the picture, the thing you were saying. So they probably got tempted by pixel energy. And it says, technology wise, definition, a single point that creates the image on a computer monitor. So they were being monitored. I mean, who's not? Especially since 9/11. Pixels are illuminated by an electron beam. So electron, neurons, protons, that passes rapidly back and forth. Remember, Aaliyah had the song "Everybody Back, Back, Forth, Forth" on the screen. So the pixels appear to glow continuously. So this is like a form of mirroring or imitating, seeing, creating. Somebody knew that they were doing something, and I don't think that they understood what was going on at the time. Something about back and forth. They might have went to the registration places and stuff like that. Frustration definitely might have been an emotion that they had. Let's see. Something about processing, manipulating, or organizing data into information. It might have been, they might have had a situation of trying to understand a form of what was going on prior to their people, situations. Something about random access memory. So a lot of times when we're getting information, we're trying to also understand it. This is why people get downloads. Um, thus of melanin being used to create computer chips and monitor and a lot of these technological softwares. Even if you are not a heavy melanated person, in order to be on this planet, you have melanin. So even if you are, they would say Caucasian, you still have some form of melanin. You could not be on this planet if you don't. So even eating certain diets and whatever is important because certain plants and whatever they have melanin on this earth. God, this earth, out of all planets in the space, the universe, you can't be on this earth without having melanin. So something about the random access memory, RAM. So Mars is about action. So something about lights, camera, action. Definitely a light was shed, or I don't know if they seen something. It's something about what they know and what they were trying to put together. I'm just trying to give you insight of what they might have been going through and why it triggered you. Though it triggered you because whatever it was a form of frustration. It's kind of like a parent getting mad at a child and it goes out of hand. Those kinds of situations. So to have what you were saying, their daughter involved, it kind of trickled. If that's the case, it trickled into them, making the situation worse. Where's the word pixel? I seen it in one of these terms. It's something about it. I'm gonna just read this last one and I'm gonna get to the other stuff. It says root directory, the top level of the filing structure in a computer system. In Windows computers, the root directory of the hard drive representing, it's like a little symbol, C semicolon backward slash. Yeah, something about back 4 4. Mortal Kombat. That's somebody's one of the little characters. That's one of their little things. Back 4 4. Who the fuck is that? Is that Raiden? That's somebody that got electric power. Somebody. Okay. So hold on. So can you even figure that out if you looked it up? Mortal Kombat, Mortal, Immortal. You know they got their stuff like flawless victory, stuff like I don't know. That might be significant. Fighting, finish, finishing the job. It's something like that. One of the characters' finishing move for a flawless. I wouldn't say flawless victory. That's like if you didn't get hit. Fatality. One of them is back 4 4 something. One of them is back 4 4 something. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, I don't know which character that was. There might be something to discover. You know, people they love gamers. Very significant. Something about a game. So they were frustrated. You know, how somebody gets their butt whooped in a game. You know, life was lifing for them apparently, and taking their frustrations out on others or things. You know, we got to be careful even when we do work, even tarot readers, anybody doing any kind of work. You can put your energy of frustration in the actual situation. This is why people feel like certain people shouldn't do work or service with certain people. If they have a relationship, there should be some kind of boundary, stuff like that. So they, it's something about them and what was going on there, because the black magic that they were doing at first, it was harmless until I don't know if they stayed in a good zone. According to what you're saying, it doesn't seem like that, but we're gonna see about it. So the next thing, I'm trying to put it together like a timeline. The first, I mean, that's the main thing. So this will be zero. Possible. You want to know if you can get back with your twin because of situations that has something to do with the very first name, family, and their situation. The, but the issue was the cousin relationship. We're gonna say that. So black magic was done. Something about you were blindsided. See how that movie went? Something about ravens. Something about ravens. What Ravenclaw? Isn't that what it's called? Harry Potter. Something about Esau, Harry. So something about Julia, Julie. Somebody jealous of someone's genealogy. That's I don't know who that is, but they are. I don't even think you know who that is, but this family member does. This is what they were frustrated for. I don't know if they want to tell you what that was about, though. I'm just gonna tell you myself. I'm just gonna leave that up to y'all to handle. But I'm gonna tell you, no, they know who that is. They got frustrated as time went forward, and with this black magic was done, the blind side of the things with the cousin situation and your twin, um, Raven's Claw. So something about herbs like Devil's Claw, Cat's Claw. These things could be very useful. There's Devil's Claw, Cat's Claw. I'm pretty sure there's other claws. So something about what show of cause. Something about a show of cause. This is where that document came from, herbalistically. Show of cause, Devil's Claw. So this is a case this of herbalisticness or a certain herbalist or somebody in the family. You might have had some Shaw people or something like that. or this is just the side of, this is what I guess the Harry Potter replicas was about. It's something about movies, games, and signs and things. Even in Title 14, it talks about signs and synchronicities. No legal advice, but it do. So with the devil's claw and the cat's claw, definitely fighting. Something about the hardest in the litter. Something about litter box. Littering could be significant. Like little things that come back and get you, and we be not, we don't know. We be thinking, oh, that's just harmless. Mm-mm. Environmental health, because if people, they would say man isn't going to get you straight on it, the universe sure as hell will, or the earth will. Earth ain't forget anything. Sorry. That's why the earth, regardless if people feel like they want to feel about us, that don't mean the earth not gonna swallow your asshole. Somebody asshole. Cause some of y'all, you think you know everything, and it's like, I ain't saying I do, but this is for someone in the situation, and they're trying to be funny. They need to know, regardless of this, they're gonna pay. I hope that they, you know, are in a mess, are in a place to receive that. I'm not trying to be rude, but so this black magic that was done because of family. So you had to be someone who was chosen. Now I see you got the number 79 with your name. The 717 prediction of 1979. Gary Moore left in Lizzie for midget race. Something about a liaison. Something about lizards. Something about Moors and lizards. So some Moors know about some lizards, or Moor is a lizard. Respectfully, I'm just saying. So anyway, there's some deep shit going on here. 76 is the Magic Man. 1976, 717, that's the Magic Man. This group named Hearts created that song. House 214 here. So also, somebody named with Nancy in there. You might have an aunt that knows or feels attacked or something like that, or maybe an uncle or somebody came back as your aunt. That's why it was confusing. Something about what they did your last life. It might. That's probably why something was confusing. I don't know if you see a certain kind of insects. You know, insects, ancestry, bugs, um, bugs life, the lights, light bugs. You know, light bulbs, energy. It's something like this was a form of incest, but it wasn't, or maybe they found out something happened and they were mad, but I don't think they looked at it the way they should because it's causing a, it caused a fight. You might have to do some, you might need to know somebody to know how to do ancestral work, but you will have to know some ancestors. Like some people will say ancestor altars are not supposed to be in the inside of the house, but you have pictures of your ancestors hanging on the wall. Shut up. Anyway, it's about the ones on the altar that you knew. Don't be putting ones on the altar that you did not know. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say stranger danger, but it can open up things that they have going on that has nothing to do with the people that you at least knew. Because those people that you knew, if you had to do something like a spiritual petition, is what I say, um, to kind of give you grace and whatnot, send it up to the chain of command. And there's, ancestors. Then you got your the ones that are they do Orisha work and whatever. Then you have ascended masters that usually correlate with Orisha. It's something about learning the chain of command of things, but not everybody's chain is like everybody's chain. Like break every chain, not everybody's chain is like that. It's kind of like jacking somebody. When if you jack me, I don't have the same things as they do. Like somebody, sometimes you mess around and jack the wrong person. So anyway, trying to make your twin hate you. They could be jealous because you were supposed to get actual love and devotion. It could be something that they caused. Maybe they feel like it's a form of protecting the person, but it's something about, I don't know why they feel that way, but they can't just make a decision and push someone else's ideology on them. But rejection is protection. I get that. We say that, but a lot of times we'll find out certain things was never supposed to be rejected because you were rejecting your protection. So this is a serious matter where that has to be handled with people that know what they're doing. Just because they grew up like this and that and the third or in the church or whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean they know what they're doing. So after incident, you later figured out. So after the incident, you later figured out that they did some dirty work to kind of make this happen, or what they did caused dirty work. It's something about petitioning the ancestors to let them know, hey, this is what really happened. This is how it went. I don't know what they were feeling. I'm gonna leave them out of your stuff. Whatever you feel about that. I know how you may feel. I went there before, but trying to help. Don't put anything about them. It's about you. It's kind of like Judgment Day. It'll be all you. It won't. You can't go get Johnny them down the street. You can't. It's something like treat that as Judgment Day because they are at the time. They're like arbitrators. When they make a decision, it's final. But it's usually hard to transmute an arbitration matter. Something about jurisdiction. So this is something where you have to have a good argument. But this is why you inquire. They will say reconsider, reopen. This will be spiritually something about reconcile, reconciliation. These are two different words. To reconcile is to kind of make amends or make a change. It depends on that amend of change. Because you can make an amend of change, but then you can also amend or you want to change. They will say they're both kind of the same, but they're not. An amend is usually because you made a mistake or there is one and you got to recorrect or redirect it or whatnot. So change would be no, this has to change, period. There is no mistake. It just has to change, even though there will be right and wrong in the midst. There needs to be a change. It's kind of like people getting stare decisis and precedent confused, and they can be they're very somewhat similar, but they're not. So this might be very, you got to do real intentional things. What this sounds like, if you know how to do ancestral work, you might need to do a form of a petition toward them that has something to do with reconciliation, not reconcile, because this has a lot of information dealing with other things in both sides. So this will still be a form of, is your reconciliation, this is for you to do on your free time, or if you would like to um, I mean, I don't mind working with you privately, but this could be your reconciliation has to be is an amend or change. And again, amend is like you made an error here. This is why going through these steps, kind of like how an attorney would have their exhibits of evidence. You need the evidence to kind of see what they can help their client work with. So in this case, even though evidence matters, period, it's still a form of trying to invoke some kind of amend or change because of the case might have never been heard, and this is the first time it's being heard amongst the parties. But at the same time, it's still a case that need to be heard because it was never heard, or this is a completely new set of people. They might have not have had a prior case. This is why, you know, say like there was a prior, for example. This is why, with your reconciliation, you need to make sure it's an amend or change. It can be both at times, but it has to be it's like it has to be levels to it. Like there needs to be an amend on when it came to what this was or what someone did, what someone said, and the change will have to be in consideration of what was said, what was done, and the change will be what is administered when they will say the judge, really in this case arbitrator, the ancestors have to do. So in this, I'm saying a lot here, so I'm gonna sum it up summary form, and we're gonna get to the read. Your your spiritual petition when you get your ancestral genealogy. I don't know if you know it or anything, but definitely work with the ones who knew you or knew your mother and their mother, grand your father, their father, that kind of thing. It's something about, some people say seventh generation on back, but this right here, you need this has to be dealing with people who knew you because in this matter, like a judge will come, people will come into the court or whatever, and maybe the judge knows the person, and they're like, "Oh, I think I know you, Mister or Mrs. Whatever. I think we need to schedule this court date for another date." Thus, of me being a mediator, when I was trained and I learned, if we do know the person, we have to let it be known, and we would ask them, "Is it okay?" It's a difference. So with black magic, because the robe that the judge wears is black, but they appear in this white light, thus the light that is shining on them as they are on the floor. And then there's usually a triangular shape around them in the back. So this is that Trinity field too, like learning all things so that they can be prepared for the things at hand as they do their job. So this is why considering all things, but making sure it's a fair chance. They would say a fair trial or whatever. But you would know at times they bend those rules. I'm just saying it's supposed to go. They need to, change. They need to get someone else to do it. So that could be a form of change where you might do ancestral work and it's found out that so and so knew so and so, whoever so and so may be, and this is why their black magic that they perform, if it was negative, or they might have felt the way they felt at the time. Something about do you remember the time spells? Um, it would have to be looked at and then spiritually worked. So doing your work as that's working, it would then open the door of if it would be feasible or not, if the change should be made. Because in this matter, family should know family regardless if they know each other or not. It's like going to a family reunion and everybody's there, but you don't know everybody. But they family supposedly. It's kind of like that work with court practical is a little different from this kind of work. That's just how I like to work. I got my little stuff where I've done what I do, and then I got a course, Divine Conflict Resolution Strategist, and I got other things in play. But this is just a little different. Can't handle these things like those things. Thus, um, you might find in your genealogy they probably found it too. I don't know. Just an educated guess. They might have found somebody that had a family Bible in your family. They might have had one. There's probably one. That song with the Step Brothers, who gets the family Bible. I don't know if everybody remember that. I never heard the song until I saw a movie. So this is even step brothers, step sisters. Those things matter. Where they would call creditors' rights every 20 years, marriages, adoptions, and things like that. This is why a lot of people are trying to change families, alter families, intervene in families, attack families. We call it. Or is there something that was done where something has to be done because it wasn't supposed to be done, or they should have looked at it closely, or someone didn't get a chance to speak their side, someone spoke for them, or it's something like that. So these things could be significant. So we're gonna get down to it. So the for your actual question, we went a little deep. Let me use the angel cards first. I need to make my own cards for real, for real. So this is for you, Derek 79. You want to know about the situation of getting back with your twin after all of this. Let's see. Is there any hope? Is there judgment? Is there something? Okay, we got crowning. Crowning is in reverse. See that right there? It's something about a some kind of birth. You see the photo? So this was a spiritual birth, spiritual rebirth. It's kind of like a reset happened. I don't know if you were aware. Something about someone's beautiful Hathors in the back. It might have caused a bit of change, but some change is good. They will say something about running from it or learning from it. It's kind of like what Rafiki Simba, that moment. Initiation thresholds, birth, rebirth, and seat at the table. So this is in reverse because maybe you were somewhere and you didn't understood that you were not welcome. And something had to happen because you should want to feel welcomed, if that makes sense. Or spiritually someone, because this is in reverse angel message, this could be an ancestor. Okay, love is here. This is a, yeah, this is a love thing. Hmm. It looks like you where you need to be. It just sucks. Yes. Ooh. Okay, so you got a second chance coming. Something about this is another opportunity to get some things right. It's like life is what you make it or something. A second chance, it's never too late, new possibilities. And then you get this Rose Venus love here. Something about you might not feel it. So, I mean, men don't have babies, they would say. Spiritually, they do, though. Ideas, whatnot. You might feel uncomfortable. It's a bit uncomfortable, but it's a good thing. Yeah, something about stomach aches could be significant. You might feel the need to create and do something. This is like a chance to put your love and what you feel like in the air because it will change the something about Leo. It will change the trajectory. Okay, let me see. Somebody wants something to be their way. I don't know who that is. Something about oil that you put on your body would help. Maybe it's just about you taking care of yourself, better care of yourself, self care, things like that. Something about Leo, but something about right in reverse. Maybe somebody's name is right with a W or something like that. Something about Scorpio, mixing, mingling with, doing deals with, or a relationship with Scorpio, Leo. You got a celebrity, or somebody is a little, they're like a star seed or something. You might be, I think you, then you, then that means you are one. So you might have a celebrity that's side eyeing you a little bit. You know, when your calling is, or when you have, change. This is why change is good. You'll be able to see other things. Okay, we got let's get married at the bottom. And then we have this at the top. They could force this task. Be careful. Task attraction. Attraction to someone's ability and dependability. So this might be a form of them learning how to love you. Maybe there was some things that you didn't know. I mean, that they had going on. Something about past life relationships. Rewrap. This came out in reverse. So you're very aware about people coming to you past life wise and you can see them. So that's good. I've been only messing with you is out here. Okay, Leo came out here again. And then this celebrity stuff. What the hello? Okay, a lot of sexy in here. Something's very sexy. I don't know. I don't mean to be grown and nasty. Something about sex on the table or putting someone on one and then having a little moment. Let's have sex right now or whenever you're in town. This could be in times y'all had. It's something about pics in your phone. I think if this never happened, it happened before. Was you a Leo before? Okay. I mean, that's interesting. Just saying. What's the moonology? This sounds like it's just change is good, but it just sounds like also somebody needs to. It's like working on yourself, but also I think somebody miss you. Like it could be how you make them feel and stuff. They think about you. They could be sitting at a place they shouldn't have been. They feel like they shouldn't be there. They might be ignoring their feeling. Yeah, emotions are running high. They might be ignoring that. When you put your best foot forward, if this is truly what you want them, it'll show. It's about doing the work. Yeah, be confident too. New Moon and Leo came out. So this might be what this is, in a way. Something about being confident. Confidence is your key to success. Something about a Orisha work could be significant. A key, they call it Pata keys. Something about Helga G. Pataki. Somebody acts so mean, but they really are head over heels for somebody. Like, I don't know what that is. Maybe it got something to do with them, not necessarily somebody else or whatever this is. Okay, what's the next one? Okay, new moon in reverse. What's up? Okay, so Psalms 81. When you do your work and you petition and according to your ancestors and whatever, Work with Psalms 91 and 81, 18 and 19. Those are your ones for some reason. And then if it's financial, Psalms 112. It don't matter which verse. Psalms 112 is short. I think it has like 8 verses in there. 7, 8, 9. A new start is coming. That's in reverse. You might need to have confidence in something not being what you think it was or what you thought it was. Because when you do the work, you're going to see how that family member was feeling or something like that. The answers you need are coming. That's the twin flame kind of thing here. What you do 11, 27, 23 will reflect this start coming. You might not want something to be over, or something is over when you get where you need to be about the information. It's something about the keys, some kind of keys. Maybe you're going to find out somebody got some keys to somewhere and you didn't know that they, or the keys could mean very much about at least two things, literally some keys, access somewhere, or literally they try to get access to stuff with you, people you love, know, whatever. And also, the other thing could be literally spiritual, where somebody understands the overstands and inner stands on outer standing perspectives about this new start and some keys. I mean, if it's dealing with ancestor work, definitely something about where someone used to stay. You might, oh damn, and I said that. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. The dreams that you have, you need to protect them. You need to protect your dream space. You might want to, I don't know if you like putting things on your head at night and a crystal under your pillow. It might, you might need a tiger's eye one. And the opposite is Aquarius. So any clear quartz or rose, really clear, because love can blind you. And that right now you need something to be clear so you can make the right choice. Even Cinderella, she was cleaning and working. And I mean, it's nice to have a fairy godmother. You probably got a fairy godmother, godfather. Maybe you got a godmother, godfather. If you do, you can talk to them. Just check what you did 11, 27, 23, and something about what you did new moon in Leo to the 8th. Something about that's a dramatic close. Two new moons is just one. It's not really defined in sign. It's just in reverse. So something about the 4th to the 8th. I don't know what your. It's something about having faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moons. From the 4th new moon in Leo, there were waxing crescent moons. Somebody probably is doing candle stuff. I think you need to yeah, this ancestor work is very important right now. Everybody else gonna have to leave a message after the beat. So what's this about? Let me get that. I'm gonna close it out with some tarot and a goddess kind of to protect this energy of the reading given to you. It's very much a sexual, loving vibe here, but at the same time, a bit of a jealousy too. Somebody might have breached trust, like it could be a phone with some photos in it. Maybe someone went through a phone and that's how they know about something. Yeah, you got a book here. Something about a book. I don't know what book you need to look at. The book presages the discovery of mystery affecting the person for the better. So somebody, they might have got a reading on you, or they went. I think somebody got a reading on you. That's how they did that. I mean, I'm reading right now, but this sounds like somebody who got a reading. This might have been people you don't know. They got a little status about themselves. For the overall energy, this might be. They would say it's not anything personal to you. It's just business. Something about this person here. You see the fish there? This is like birth certificates, stocks, and bonds. So somebody did some stuff. Something about they're saying they're trying to save the nation. I don't know if they were being assaulted. Something about having high hopes. Yeah, this might be that. This might be that family member of yours. They might have went and did some stuff legally. This don't sound. So this is you. Something about what they changed stuff, or a book, or you've been called to read a book. I don't know what that book is. Um, Something about paralegal could be significant right there. Disposition for children. I don't know what that was about. Maybe someone found out when they, you know, they reached the end somewhere and it was frustrating. This could have been what that was. Something about documents and whatever. This could literally be people that have nothing to, like, they're not, they have something to do with the situation, but this is like a higher place. Like this happened, it's like another thing separate from this, but it has something to do with it. If that makes sense, like it's, they would say wicked things, high places. It's something about a marriage and a happy life too. So this was a divide and conquer. Somebody, they was trying to get out of a crossroad, so they decided to do something like documents and whatever. This is them. Something about trying to, what their perspective is practically, what their perspective is. Something about Eshu, Ilegua, Orisha. Something about put the lime in the coconut. They might have cut cords, like cut ties with people. This is why certain people would find documentingly wise that somebody, that's what they did. They didn't want any connections with somebody else because they felt like they're animals, they're nasty, they're, this is what this whole thing of, because I've heard people calling black people that they call us. And the fucked up part is, but you want our power, you want our inheritance. Because they forgot, a lot of people, whether they look like us or not, they did come from Europe, settled here, and it was some that looked like us, but they weren't us. This is where we like, they not like us because we know what we're talking about. That's like saying a German isn't a, is a Russian. I mean, they might have connections due to the things that happened, but that's not who they are originally. Something like that. So anyway, not trying to like be rude, but it's facts. This could be you finding out. I think they done found. So this is the whole potential. You was going to have something nice, but there was a change that was made. It's like they started reading certain books, or there's a certain book you need to read, and you've been told to read it, or something like that. because this says the house denotes or denounce success in all ventures. If present condition is unpleasant, the future will be happy and prosperous. So the new moon in Taurus, something about prosperity lies ahead. Look when that was. So something about the new moon in Taurus around this time when they did it. It could have been full moon in Taurus or Scorpio, new moon, full moon, opposite, because of your dreams need a practical plan. They had to do something else. Something about they chose what they chose. Basically, I mean they do work, but the work they do it sounds practical. It sounds like they went and got an attorney. It sounds like they did work, paperwork, documents. Does someone else, they would do it differently. I don't know who these two are, but it sounds like put them where they need to be. This one just sounds like, in a sense, it could be you. Like maybe this is what happened before. That's what the back of that card look like. So, something about the family Bible. This is like house. Something about predicts marriage. So there was a prediction about a marriage. So here, yeah, something about this. Something about a task attraction, manipulation, someone's dependability, attraction to someone's abilities and dependability using manipulation. Just be careful of somebody. Yeah, the world is in reverse. I don't think the world, something about the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. And something about Capricorn or Cancer with this in reverse. Some kind of mixing and mingling. Because Capricorn and Cancer, you mess with those houses, it lacks stability with financial freedom for families and also support of emotional needs for families. Something about counselor, counseling, stuff like that. So let me see about it. Let me check. This is gonna be the last thing. So it sounds like your petition direct for reconciliation, not to reconcile. This is on both sides. Yeah, Two of Swords, Ace of Swords. The truth and the lies about what you know and what you don't know. What you can see, what you can't see. I mean, that's like everybody. But someone, a lot of us, we can see no matter what someone tries to manipulate to say, make us feel. Not that we are attacking them, we're just trying to make sure we're making logical, but also heartfelt, intuitive alignment decisions. It's not all about logic. You can't always find the answer through thinking. We got the Ace of Pentacles. See all these hands? There's a lot of people who had something to do with this. It got something to do with money. Yeah, the Devil and the Seven of Pentacles. So something about that. Yeah, it was some kind of craft. I just don't know if it was practical. Damn, the devil again with the three of chalice. A friend of the family may know something about this, or somebody you went out with, or they went out with them. Something about just a friend. They could be getting in trouble because that's not just a friend. Yeah, the Queen of Swords with the Ace of Chalice sideways. Something about in defense mode of a relationship. So you might find out, hmm, woo. So if that's true, and all of this shit that they did do, unfortunately, they could be blocking themselves from happiness. All these ones here, They will always feel like they're not good enough, or they have to fight who they're with. It's like them not trusting. They made their own trust, maybe. Maybe they didn't. They went and got a consultation. I don't know if they made their own trust. Yeah, something about they gotta watch out for romance. Knight of Chalice. Empress in reverse. They tried to be this. They gonna have problems with their daughter if they don't if they don't be honest about breaking up uh, a union. This is why all these ones are here. Yeah, watch out for romance. They don't know where to go. They could be confused about what it looks like because they didn't come from a loving place. What they thought was loving and right wasn't actually right because it changed something else. Because one perspective of things is not really, it's not feasible, not for these kinds of situations. So I hope they get that straight. This might be something you need to, yeah, the devil and the sun. It's something about the devil keep coming around, but it keeps being shown through either three of chalice, a friend, relationship, son, someone's family members, or exposure of who it is, or we had the devil and something else. It was something else, something else. I ain't even gonna lie, I can't even remember what that last one was. That was probably the most important. It's an hour, 17 minutes. So if you want to back this recording up to about an hour and maybe like 14 minutes. And just look up what that tarot card means so you can kind of get your own. That's probably for you then. It's not for me to say. So we got the, yeah, sacrifices, something about when someone was young, or something about the whatever happened when you was 12. This is why it's so complicated, but at the same time, that's sealed. Something about sealed documents, juvenile delinquency, stuff like that. So that's not your fault, but it's something like you were involved. It's kind of like people trying to say a child deserves to go to jail and all this bullshit. You gotta be an inhumane motherfucker for a child to want a child to go through something. And some of us were grown and we had childhood issues, and somebody wants us to take our lives so somebody else child can live when that's the fault of the parent. They need to take that, not someone else. Yeah, the ten of chalice with the king of wands. There's somebody's business where they feel like, oh, that's my business. Well, I'm sorry, you can't be saying some shit that don't make sense. This is that energy I feel right here. The stars in reverse. Or somebody they wanted to be famous. Somebody in your family they could have had. Y'all could have had a famous family member. Five of Wands in reverse. This is the 17th arcana breaks down to a five. This is a five. So something about the new moon magic 2023, the 17th of July. It has something to do with what was done the 5th of July 2024. Somebody keeps doing new moon magic. It's like they want to have a change. They want something to change, but what changes is reality. It's like somebody don't know how to be happy with the changes. They want to argue, or there's some kind of arguments that got something to do with somebody doesn't know where to go. It's like following the stars in the sky when you don't actually know how to read the stars. It's something like that. Like maybe you had a family member that they was, I don't know who they was back then, but somebody that's a star, some kind of maybe like Harriet Tubman or something. They was trying to run away, and they might have felt differently about it, and you might feel like, Harriet Tubman. I don't know if you agree with them being real, because a lot of people saying Harriet Tubman was fake. It's not about whether they feel like it was fake or not. It's about faith, following the stars, and whenever we got the tower there, and the death in reverse with the eight of chalice. It's about, how do you believe, what are you going to walk away from so you can know what you need to do? Because it's a self journey thing. So this person probably might have some different kind of emotions than you do. Not that, they might be racist. They might be. And this is what separates y'all. They feel like you would make certain decisions that they wouldn't make when it comes to race, or just how you feel about the human race, they would call it. Something about being humanitarian, the star. Someone is not so humanitarian. They want to argue, or there's an ancestral argument. Something about pay attention to the stars that has something to do with this matter. Something about reading the stars. But not to actually place blame. Let it be a guide. Somebody, you might have had a family member that wanted to do stuff like that, but they looked at it as maybe that's the hoes or some shit. Ain't no telling. Something about they probably look nice, pretty smile, was just jealous of them. It's stuff like that. Or somebody was just attracted to somebody. I don't know what that is. We do got that in here. And you did get this. So this might have been what that was about or something. That's a little weird. If that was the case, that's fucked up. That is crazy. I don't know. I mean, if people date outside of, if my kids did that, I would want to check the family due to me being a melanated person. Can't get mad at us. We didn't even get reparations, so the least you can do is let me check you at the door. I need to make sure your ass ain't having all this silly shit. So I ain't got time for the silly shit. The moment you get in line, I'm gonna get silly. I mean, you can't get mad at us. We're not gonna ask you for the 40 acres and the mule, but obviously we know we're not gonna get it. But we can make our own way. That's fine. So me speaking as a melanated person, well, I have a right to check you at the door. You didn't want to at least do right by paying your dues, so then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So some people, they don't know how to have a conversation. You might deal with that. You literally could not. You're probably not this kind of prejudiced person, racist person. Those feelings, you might have that going on in there, a little confusion. So somebody could be just mad at you. Like past life, you might have been hanging around. Ain't no telling. Like ain't no telling. Martin Luther King, I don't know. Sometimes we be trying to understand who we are, and then we be like, oh, that makes sense. Like people who've experienced time glitches, like myself and another friend, a friend I have, we both experienced time glitches. Like, no, it happened in actual time, and I had the proof, and he do too, and it was crazy. Like another person witnessed it. It's kind of like, so everybody crazy. I doubt it. Never know who somebody actually is, and somebody they probably can't be defined because there is no story for them. So that book in reverse, it could be a confusion of them trying to at the time trying to figure out something, but placing projection Neptune energy on the situation, thinking that they know due to collective consciousness and not going to their own reality of that consciousness, according to what they think they know intelligently, reading books, research information. So they could be in a situation themselves due to incompetency. Because some of us, we don't have a story because we're not like whatever they try to portray us to be. That's anybody, regardless of the color of their skin. So, especially melanated people, a lot of us know why you want me to come and do this. It's like you didn't even give them a chance. It's just like yourself, they didn't give you a chance. And unfortunately, this is the outcome. So, if you really want something, you have to make sure you put that work in. Because a lot of these stories are projection, they're not, they're like misconceptions. It's kind of like a conception, an immaculate conception, these kinds of things. So we never really got an opportunity. We just got projected on, unfortunately, so that we can just keep reliving the other people's consciousness of collectiveness of reality. Breaking the conscious of collectiveness for your own sake of conscious is very important. Because you don't think like everybody else. That's not true. We might have similarities of thought, but it's going to come out differently. So your petition, if you choose to do so, it must correlate with what was amended and what was changed according to you didn't get a chance to say anything. So you would have to be brought up to speed. It's kind of like how you gonna have a case and something heard when you ain't even know what was the first matter. Like I gotta get brought up, to speed about this, and then we can continue the case in like a year. This is why continuances happen, like or something. Like if I can give you a clear cut um, ideology of it, so you doing the work could give you more time to figure out what it really is about because they can't just force an ideology because of their collective consciousness or a vote. It's kind of like the great debater. She says the guy was like, what was he saying? Something about the constitute of one's, I guess, perspective. Basically, you can't push that on a whole group of people. You must never, she says, bow down to the power of a majority. It's not. You can't call yourself a god, especially. You agree to disagree at times, yes, but for the sake of a better purpose of your life purpose, no, because you define that. They a bunch of people they can't define that, and even if they could, they didn't ask you. They just defined it themselves, and then told you here, this is your script. Mm-mm. So you have a chance at a second chance. You have a chance to this great thing. We have the Let's Get Married card. That's beautiful. And then we get this Rose Venus. So it's really up to do you want to seat at a certain table or do you want to make your own? And that's just kind of what it sounds like. Us rolling up our sleeves, putting in the work and everything. You got to know what you got to release before this happens. It's about the colors of the wind, Pocahontas. So the hand of Esau reading for Aries could be significant for you. Very. And if we don't have any other questions, I will close out with just a regular message. If you want to talk to me about that more, You can if you like to. And it was a lot, but it just sounds like misconceptions and projections, and not that certain things weren't true, but mm-mm, where you believe in someone else, or this is literally how you feel. Sometimes challenging it all things by yourself, that just makes you the God. Everybody else is scared. So we don't have any more questions. So Derek 79, I'm happy to help. Hope that resonates, and I hope that you get what you need out of it. Reach out if you must. I do not mind um, reaching back out. Information below. I got an email, stuff like that. Community board, you can just say something. We got a members only section where only certain people can see certain things. I gotta give that more love. I've been neglecting it, but that I want to save it for my presentations. I've done presentations up here, but I kind of want to be very, I want to be very professional there. I feel like you want to know all that good stuff, you know, just be a member. Um, so publicly, entertainment wise, I might just do what I do here on this kind of section of the channel, but the members only, that's going to be a little different. That's more studious. I want to be very hands on, but in a way, really going to make you think about some things. I wouldn't mind feedback at all at any point. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Derek, for your question. Hope that really helps. Looks good to me, angelically. Got anointed. So know that you got this. That's the first thing. Something about that confidence got to get boosted. Got to have a serious boost. You might need to take some kind of herbs that helps you with your immunity. Something about immunity, like them games with a I have immunity or something like that could help. What was one of them? Big Brother House? Something about immunity. Big Brother, Little Brother. What's that Big Brother program? Something about 9/11. Yeah, secrets and stuff. So if we don't have any other questions, I'm gonna close it out with an angel message for the read. I notice when my phone is like the other way, cause I like it this way when I'm doing certain things. I don't really have a lot of people tuned in, but I need my phone to charge, so I ain't trying to do all that. I'll be back about 2 hours, so it'll be about 9 o'clock, literally, when I'm back up here. Roughly 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard, roughly. I want to make sure I do certain things in my home, family, time management. So we don't have no questions. I went once, I went twice. Oh, take a drink, and I'm going to close it out with angel message. Somebody want to fight. I ain't in that kind of thing. But you can fight yourself. I would love to see that. And if you want to donate everybody at any time, you can. It's my Cash App. I love you too. It's my chime. Thank you in advance for your super chats, cash apps, all of that. Love you much. I appreciate you. Don't forget to check the community board. I'll be sharing grants and opportunities and things. There's a few that I'm trying to get done myself. I found some good ones. I guess I put a lot of oil over here in this section because my eye. Y'all, I'm not, no shame. I'm going to use this and be like, okay. I might need to just wash my face. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay. Let's do something different. Let's get some advice. What goddesses are going to come out? We're going to have three. We're going to get three. Let's see. The African Goddess Rising deck by Abiola Abrams. Love it, girl. This is nice. I like the artwork. This is nice. So inspired. This is nice. She got a book too, so yeah. Let's go. What is this? Who is coming out? Goddess number one. Oh, at the same damn time. We got Queen Sheba and Maya. It's about secrets revealed, giving and receiving. Okay, so off the gate, somebody keep some stuff to yourself. Some things you can share, but some things you shouldn't. It's kind of what it's given. Something about following the laws of Maya, but in a way where it still gives some kind of mystical suspense about you. I don't know why I got the Cardi B song. What's that song? I don't know. I don't want to sing it, but fuck it. She was like, little bit, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is blood shoes. It's giving me that vibe right there. So the second one that's coming out is Allah. So something about Allah, 92, 29, 62, 26, 39, 93, 93, 36, 10, and the number one. Yeah, something about what did y'all do? What, August 12th and the 13th? All right. Secrets revealed, giving and receiving, Queen Sheba, my yacht in reverse, glitter. I lie, you grief. Somebody, you might be grieving because a secret. Giving and receiving. Something about not following the laws of my yacht. Okay, so Mommy Water comes out naked. Something about the naked truth. Level up, Queen Ya Asantuia. Level up, 39. Yeah, something about secrets revealed and level up. Somebody's trying to catch a fish. Somebody, if you were pussy, you get popped. You were goofy, you were op. Don't you come around my way. You can't hang around my block. Yeah, something about celestial alignment. Something about the goat. A goat or something like hold my mule. Something about Sag and Virgo's reparation rehabilitation reading. Virgo got it in reverse, but Sag got this upright. This one right here. Overall energy is at the top. Grounding. Yeah, somebody, you need to stand your ground. Somebody over here on some little bitch. You can't fuck with me if you wanted to. Like, what the fuck is that about? Level up in reverse. Something about the naked truth about somebody's level up. Secrets revealed, but something about violating the laws of my yacht. You know, even in the video, Cardi was so graphically, it was so beautiful in the way she looked and everything. It kind of remind you, like her hair looked like that. It's something about this turned Egyptian real quick. Something about the Egyptians. Okay, so something about the people who are Jews, Hebrews, whatever. Something about grief. Okay, somebody's definitely expecting something like a baby, or there's a baby involved. Maybe born on like a crescent, waning, waxing, gibbous, something like the moon's crescent. Somebody born on the moons. I guess, look, somebody says you have a freaky power. Alright. Oh, wow. Somebody love is in the air. Like, somebody mad? How the hell you. No, that's what it's about. Something about the sun. We in Leo season. Somebody enjoy your damn self. You gonna play around and pop lock it, drop it on them? Shit. Pop it. I'm just saying. Something about be very courageous about it. Like, no, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna tell sit in that chair and I'm gonna plop it right on them. Like somebody need to be like, they over here. I don't know who this for. I'm sorry, girl. It could be me. Who you? What you say? Even she did. What's that song? Back, backing it up. I'm the queen of talking shit. Then backing it up. Somebody throw that money over here, nigga. That's what it's for. What? This is a Cardi B thing. I hope it's giving her a smile on her face. Or somebody, this shit crazy. Or something about what Cardi is going through. Damn, babe. What's up? The wild rose is in reverse. Do it, you're. And she said some shit like this to Summer Walker. Y'all remember the Bitter Baby Mama song? God damn. Woohoo. This is funny as hell. So about that's the second chance to bloom the shit. Oh my god. I hate to be the one. Why me? That shit funny though. Ain't even gonna lie. Do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness untamed. She said if you are pregnant and everything, you know, do it your way. Why you and your man had problems, put that drama in your music. Yeah, because if a bitch gonna get clouds off you, she gonna get clouds off them, and you gonna put that shit in your music. She said, say some shit like I got my own fucking money. Make them bitches feel hurt. Somebody fuck these hoes. Oh my God. And she said that too. She said, do it your way. But let me say this. That's what she said, and it's very motivational. Hey, Cardi. Um, the way you need to do it is because she even said in her music, like Cardi's still a real ass. I'm gonna say goddess. She's a real ass goddess to me. So her life and what that means for her is just it is what it is. She got her own things, but she's doing the best she can in her life. So what I would say to the person, because this is in reverse, do it your way, embrace uniqueness untamed. Um, you need to be you. What is it about you? Like, I mean, you might want to do music, you might want to do all those things, but even if you do that, be you in it. Like, you got a problem if you half naked, then don't be dressing half naked. Don't be allowing nobody to have your ass half naked either. Your vibe is everything. It's something like that for somebody. Like, if you gonna do you, do you. I mean, she even said it in what Get Up 10. She said, I ain't telling y'all to do it. I'm just telling my story. Remember what I said about music in the last live we had for Aquarius? I was saying, y'all over here mad at music when you can't really hear for real. At the end of the day, they still them, but it doesn't mean that that's who they are. Their artists and artwork too matters, just as that gospel music. Because I'm not even trying to bash gospel music. I make gospel music, rap, and R&B. But what I will say is this: like my band lab, I got a lot of shit I need to do. I just didn't do it yet. So, um, Yes, for the support the boot tiny on band lab. So what I'm saying is, do you like don't be them, cause you the one that got to deal with that in the end. You might lose it all, kind of like what Lloyd said. He said through the struggle, through the pain, he lost it all. But this is him. Please accept him for who he is, and please accept him for what he do. Cause all he wanna be is true. Somebody you need to listen, listen to the sound from deep within. It's only beginning to find release. What's the last one? Just saying. Somebody you need to talk. You need a little talking to. Somebody you've been talking too much. You've been judging motherfuckers. You ain't been listening. Oh well, too bad. So sad. Somebody might have a jealous celebrity. You know, they wanted to be looked at as I'm the sensual one, I'm the loving one, me. It's like shut up. Cause everybody got love to give and love to receive. You ain't the only one that can love genuinely. Should you be the only one to do that? Hell no. I think that's kind of fucked up, and it keeps everybody else from loving and being able to do so. What make who you again? I don't give a damn. So anyway, what's that last one? Somebody think you scared and you won't say it to their face. Oh baby, please, you don't know me like that. Sacred union, beloved within, inner and outer relationships. Somebody, something about you must love yourself from the inside out. Something about that movie Inside Out. So we got the Temple of the Rose in reverse. Overall ending of this angelic message as these goddesses, lovelies, will be protecting the sacredness of this reading. I commend you too. I would love for you to. Thank you very much. Merci, gracias. Healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. That's in reverse. Somebody you might not trust this, but this is all you got right here. Something about the naked truth, what somebody gonna say, but they love you. I don't know who this is, but that's who's this, whatever that is. Um, activation expressions, scarlet codes. Y'all might be getting all kinds of downloads, and this is in reverse about this. That's kind of confusing, but you need to trust the process. This is why this is in reverse. It says healing is happening. It's like having faith. Can't see. You might see Nine of Wands a lot. Six of Wands. Something about your work should be just as you know in tune as your faith. It should be a balance there. And this is what you say. You believe in you, okay. You believe in what you did, okay. Well, now it's time to get to work about it. Faith without works is what? Dead. Right. Trust me, easier said than done as I'm sitting up here. But I be out sight. I don't mind taking lessons either. I think I need a few. I need some lessons. Something about that business plan. Something about the truth about it. Somebody need updated. Up Queen of Wands. Ooh. Queen of Wands, what you out here again? Something about hold up, maybe. So anyway, moon right here. Something about maybe somebody wants someone to think about something. The moon is out here. Something, what you thinking about? Something about what you thinking. This wandering verse. Something about you're not talking. You're not gonna ask. Maybe something about raise your hand. You got a question. Um, maybe evaluate it. Something about conflict. Maybe not necessarily conflict. A meeting. Something about this calls for a meeting. Queen of Pentacles is in reverse with the Temperance. So this is major. Something about these two right here. Because overall energy probably about what got to be discussed is this Queen of Pentacles and the Temperance energy in reverse. Something about they're in reverse. But the Queen of Wands is upright, but the moon is up. The Queen of Wands is in reverse, but the moon is upright. Thus, the Justice is upright behind this Queen of Pentacles. So maybe somebody feels like that's not fair, or we need to change this, do that. Somebody keep trying to tell people where to go to. I don't know if that's working out anymore. Yeah, Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, you act like, I don't want you to feel like ain't nothing working because you working hard. Six of Wands. This Queen of Wands seems bothered. We had the King of Wands with the Ace of Swords in reverse, and then the Queen of Wands came out with the Ace of Swords, both in reverse. Something about somebody could be lying here. Queen of Pentacles, they lying on you. Maybe how you get your money, how you get success. With this moon here, they might say you do spells and they want to, but see, they do it too. So they, yeah, magician, they do it too. So they can't necessarily get mad at you. Four of Wands, potentially. Four of Swords, actually. It's like they want to celebrate, but they still have their guard up somewhere. Something about they want to cut something, but then they don't at the same time. Message, Eight of Wands, a lot of Wands. Somebody you met, the best time to manifest is on the full moon in Aquarius and Pisces. This is the best, yeah, it's the best time. Because something about this person probably is trying to figure out how to put you in a Six of Pentacles and they're nine. It's like an illusion. This is why you need to do something your way. Somebody, it's something about this secret revealed here and the violations of the laws of Mayat. So this is attributed into Kemet and in the stories of the Bata Keys as well, a little bit. Because somebody been trying to figure out how to access something. Mommy Watcher, naked. Something about the naked truth of this level up. Somebody, I don't know what this means. Something about griefing. Maybe somebody you know that you got to do certain things. You feel it and you don't want to do those things. You might be trying to figure out a way to deal with that. And they got something to do with it. This is Knave of Chalice. Somebody's like the Emperor, potentially. I don't know who that Knave of Chalice is. Knight of Pentacles, potentially. But this is the Knave of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to manifest a good life. Four Chalice in reverse. What's the last one? Cut the deck at the Four Chalice with the Queen of Pentacles. Like, this what you doing, Queen? Somebody, they saying you do other things. Somebody is checking this Queen of Wands, though. I mean, just because they're in reverse don't mean they're a bad person, though. They just have their perspective. Okay, so agree to disagree. Five of Chalice. This is what this is. So the determination of their notes and what it came out to be, according to the Knave of Chalice and the energy of it, basically on a note that you might think, let's see, they're a messenger of some sort. Something about they're very in sync. They're very synchronized about it. They knew something about it. They knew something about it. So if that's the case and the Five of Chalice comes out, something about disappointment. Someone is upset that they might be a disappointment or they have to tell somebody something. but they're manifesting financial opportunities and a new job and all this stuff is coming. So it might be a loss, but then it's going to turn around and have a great thing. Something about the time of death. This is subliminal. This is what somebody needs to know. Hmm. So if that's the case, I wouldn't worry about it. Not really. Because something about that Ace of Swords, the King of Wands is upright. They might be in the business of concealing lies, but mixing it with truth. The Queen of Wands, they could be knowing stuff is lies, or they feel like that. Yeah, King of Wands, natural born leader, visionary entrepreneur. Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody aggressive and demanding. They could be yelling and hollering and I don't know what this is, but it sounds like they want someone to get the message, and it's leading into this. Where somebody, they're doing their synchronicities and their work, they could be determining that something is just a misfortune. Like it's best to walk away because they over here acting like something is for them and they're not understanding, overstanding, and understanding. Yeah, they want something to hurry up. Overwhelmed. They could be overly protective of something. Something about what this truth is. So the King of Wands is just their job to make sure, I wouldn't say they're a liar, but they could be like lawyers, people who work with them, legal people, da da da. So this Queen of Wands sounds like a bitch. I'm sorry. Aggressive and demanding. They probably work in conflict resolution. So somebody, the messenger or the message or something like the overall feeling of this came out. They're very synchronized. They get it, but the ending result is a five of chalice, where it's basically like a disagreeing, a disagreement. What this agreement meant, somebody might have not read it properly, or this is what you think, or somebody, they think you're their property. They might have read it wrong, and they kind of feel like played. Yeah, this five, a chalice, something about loss, regret, disappointment, bereavement. Yeah, grief. Somebody, this may result in you not being with somebody or they're not being with you. Y'all don't have this contract, but it sounds like a good thing because overall energy is this knave of pentacles. There's a new thing coming. This is probably what they pissed off at. We got the death in reverse. Something about this is metaphor for a job. The naked truth about what somebody was trying to do. It's like they was trying to make certain things happen. This is probably something dealing with the vibes of Cardi B a little bit, and this is just unfortunate. This could be karma for whoever the Queen of Wands is. Maybe this is something that she got going on, or it's something like trouble don't last always. Something about getting something new. They could be getting yeah, it's just someone who mad. But somebody you getting something new. They're trying to be the fuck funny, and that's what they get. Like I don't really know what else to say. All right, so just rejection is protection. I wouldn't feel bad at all. Somebody's not so bad, and I wanna thank you for giving me the best day of my life. Da, 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 da. All right, so we out. Love y'all very much, and like, comment, share, and I'll be back a little later, about 9:45. Q and A's, for everybody. If you need some, if you need me. You don't, you don't. I don't solicit people for readings. I think that is corny. And I will see y'all next time. Peace, love, and healing. Keep your head up, peoples. Love and light. Love and